Welcome back to the channel. I am Rabbi David, and I am thrilled to have you here with us today. Whether you are brand new to the Millionaire Rabbi channel or you have been following along with us for months, I want you to know that what you are about to learn in this video can genuinely transform your financial life. The principles we are going to explore today come directly from Torah wisdom and have been proven to work across thousands of years of Jewish history and teaching. If you are ready to discover the morning routine that separates the financially free from those who struggle paycheck to paycheck, then stay with me until the end. Before we dive deep into the core teaching, I want to make sure you know about the Torah Millionaire Business School. This is our comprehensive program available at billionaireRabbi.com/school, and it is structured to take you from wherever you are right now and transform you into someone who builds genuine, lasting wealth. In Phase 1, we cover the foundational mindset shifts that you must make before you can earn significant money. We talk about the psychological blocks, the limiting beliefs, and the spiritual foundations that the wealthiest people in history have built their empires upon. This is not just about tactics or tricks. This is about becoming the person who naturally attracts and keeps wealth. The link is in the comments and in the description below, so make sure you check that out. Now, let me ask you something. How many mornings do you wake up feeling anxious about money? How many times have you opened your phone first thing in the morning and immediately felt stressed by your financial situation? This is the moment we are going to fix today. The morning routine I am about to share with you is rooted in one of the most powerful principles in Torah, the concept of hashkava, which means intention setting or having a clear spiritual and material direction for your life. When you start your day with the right mindset and the right practices, you are literally programming your subconscious mind to recognize opportunities, to make better financial decisions, and to attract the right people and circumstances into your life. The first thing you must do every single morning, before you check your phone, before you look at email, and before you engage with the outside world, is to practice what I call conscious gratitude meditation. This is not some new age concept. This comes directly from our tradition. In the Torah, we see this repeatedly. When people are grateful, they receive more. When they are ungrateful, they lose what they have. The Psalms are filled with gratitude practices. There is even a specific prayer we recite called Modeh Ani, which means I am grateful, and it is one of the first prayers said in the morning. What this does is rewire your brain to focus on abundance rather than scarcity. When your brain is in scarcity mode, you make poor financial decisions. You overspend. You panic sell investments. You miss opportunities because you are too anxious to see them clearly. But when you are in gratitude mode, everything changes. Here is exactly what you do. The moment you wake up, before your feet even touch the ground, spend 2 minutes thinking about 3 specific things you are grateful for related to your financial life. Not your health or your family in this particular practice, but specifically your money and finances. Maybe you are grateful that you have a job. Maybe you are grateful that you earned a little extra money last week. Maybe you are grateful that you do not have as much debt as you used to have. Or maybe you're grateful that someone paid you back money they owed you. The specificity matters tremendously. When you are specific, your brain registers this as genuine gratitude, and your neurochemistry shifts. Cortisol levels drop. Dopamine increases. You are literally putting yourself in the optimal state to make good financial decisions throughout the day. The second practice you must implement every morning is what I call vision casting. This comes from Proverbs 29:18, which says, "Without a vision, the people perish." In Hebrew, the word for vision is shazon, and it does not just mean a passing daydream. It means a clear, vivid, deeply felt sense of the future you are creating. Most people wake up and react to whatever comes their way. They do not have a direction. They do not have a target. So their days are essentially random, and their financial results reflect that randomness. But when you cast a clear vision every morning, you are actually activating something called the reticular activating system in your brain. This is the part of your brain that filters all the information coming in from the world and decides what is important. When you do not have a clear vision, your brain treats everything as equally unimportant. But when you have a clear vision, your brain becomes a radar system scanning the world for opportunities that align with that vision. Every morning, spend 3 to 5 minutes visualizing your financial goals as if they have already happened. Not as if you hope they will happen someday, but as if they are happening right now. If your goal is to earn an additional $50,000 this year, visualize yourself already having earned it. Feel the emotions, see the bank statement, feel the relief and the joy. If your goal is to have a certain investment portfolio, visualize opening your investment account and seeing those numbers. Do not do this as an exercise in wishful thinking. Do this with the understanding that you are programming your nervous system and your subconscious mind to recognize the steps, the people, and the opportunities that will make this vision real. This is covered extensively in Phase 2 of the Torah Millionaire Business School, where we teach you how to align your inner vision with your outer actions. The third critical morning practice is what I call intentional abundance language. The Torah teaches us that words have power. In Genesis, we see creation itself happening through words. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. The sages taught that our words are not just sounds, they are creative forces. This means that the words you speak in the morning literally shape the trajectory of your day and your financial reality. Most people wake up and say things like, "I am so tired," or "It is going to be a hard day," or "I can never catch a break financially." These are self-fulfilling prophecies. You are literally casting a spell against yourself. Instead, I want you to speak 3 specific abundance affirmations every morning. These must be present tense, personal, and specific. You could say something like, "I am attracting wealth and financial opportunities today," or "I am making intelligent financial decisions that grow my net worth," or "I am becoming more financially aware and disciplined every day." The key is that these statements must resonate with you personally and feel somewhat believable. If you are currently broke and you say, "I am a billionaire," your mind will reject it as false and it will actually backfire. But if you say, "I am steadily moving toward financial freedom," your mind accepts this as true because you can see evidence of it happening. Speak these affirmations out loud, not just in your head. The act of speaking engages more of your brain. It makes the practice more powerful. Now, the fourth morning practice is something I call financial accounting meditation. This is unique to what we teach at the Torah Millionaire Business School. In Phase 3, we go deep into how to track, measure, and optimize your financial metrics. But you do not have to wait until Phase 3 to start benefiting from this practice. Every morning, take 2 minutes to mentally review your financial situation. Where is your money right now? What is coming in? What is going out? What are your debts? What are your assets? I am not asking you to feel bad about this or to judge yourself. I am asking you to become aware. Awareness is the first step toward change. When you know exactly where you stand financially, you make better decisions throughout the day. You think twice before spending. You look for ways to earn extra income because you are conscious of your financial reality. This practice is particularly powerful because it creates what I call conscious responsibility. In the Talmud, there is a principle called ayin habayit, which means the eye of the master. The idea is that when an owner is paying attention to their property, it flourishes. When they are neglecting it, it decays. The same is true for your money. When you pay attention to it, it multiplies. When you ignore it, it depletes. By spending 2 minutes each morning being consciously aware of your financial situation, you are activating the eye of the master within yourself. You are taking ownership of your financial reality. The fifth morning practice is what I call opportunity opening. This is based on a profound Talmudic principle. When you open a door by even a small amount, the divine opens it wide. What this means is that when you take even small action toward your financial goals, the universe conspires to help you. But you have to take the first action. Every morning, before you start your day, ask yourself, what is one small action I can take today to move toward my financial goal? Maybe it is researching a business idea for 15 minutes. Maybe it is calling a potential client. Maybe it is learning about a new investment. Maybe it is reading one chapter of a financial book. The action does not have to be big. It just has to be intentional and aligned with your vision. Then commit to doing that one action today. Not tomorrow, not eventually. Today. This is the magic moment where your intention transforms into reality. All the visualization and gratitude and affirmation in the world will not create change unless you back it up with action. But here is the miraculous part. When you commit to this one action every single morning, you wake up something within yourself. You become someone who takes action. And people who take action create momentum. People who create momentum attract opportunities. People who attract opportunities build wealth. At this point, you have spent approximately 12 minutes on your morning routine. 12 minutes. That is it. But these 12 minutes are more powerful than the next 8 hours of your day if you do not have this foundation. You have set your mind on gratitude, programmed your vision, activated your abundance language, become aware of your financial reality, and committed to one specific action. You are now in the optimal state of mind to make good financial decisions, to notice opportunities, and to attract the right circumstances and people into your life. Now, let me tell you what happens when you do this consistently. After 1 week of this morning routine, most people report feeling more hopeful about their finances. After 2 weeks, they start noticing small financial wins. An unexpected check arrives. Someone owes them money suddenly pays them back. They think of an idea to earn extra income. After 1 month, these people usually report a significant shift in their financial life. Maybe they got a raise. Maybe they landed a new client. Maybe they started a side business. Maybe they reduced their debt. The specific outcome varies, but the pattern is consistent. When you train your mind with this morning routine, your entire life changes. This is because of a principle that is taught throughout the Torah Billionaire Business School. Your external financial reality always matches your internal mental and spiritual state. You cannot earn more money than you believe you deserve. You cannot keep more wealth than you think you are worthy of. You cannot attract opportunities that you do not believe are possible for you. But when you train your mind every morning with these 5 practices, you are literally upgrading your beliefs about money and your worthiness to have it. And when your beliefs change, your actions change. When your actions change, your results change. When your results change, your entire life transforms. I want to be very clear about something, though. This morning routine is not a substitute for taking real action in your business or your career. It is not a substitute for learning about investments or managing your money well. It is a foundation. Think of it like this. Imagine you're building a house. The morning routine is the foundation. If the foundation is solid, you can build a strong house on top of it. If the foundation is weak, even a beautiful building will eventually crack and fail. But with a solid foundation, you can add walls, add rooms, add floors. You can build something magnificent. The same is true for your financial life. This morning routine is the foundation. The Torah Millionaire Business School is everything else you build on top of it. Visit billionaireRabbi.com/school to learn the complete system for building wealth. Let me share a real-world example of how this works. I worked with a person named Sarah a few years ago who was stuck in a job that paid $40,000 a year, and she felt trapped. She had no idea how to earn more money or build wealth. I taught her this morning routine, and for the first month, her external situation did not change at all, but her internal state completely transformed. She went from feeling anxious and defeated to feeling hopeful and energized. After about 6 weeks of doing this morning routine, something extraordinary happened. She was in a meeting at work, and a colleague mentioned that they were starting a consulting business and needed a partner. Sarah had never seen herself as someone who could run a business, so she would have rejected this idea immediately in the past. But because she had been training her mind for 6 weeks with this morning routine, she was in a different mental state. She saw the opportunity. She asked questions. She took action. Within a year, that consulting business was generating over $100,000 in revenue. Sarah went from a $40,000 salary to building a business that was earning 6 figures. All of this started with a 12-minute morning routine. Here is another example. A man named Marcus came to me and said he could never seem to keep money. He would earn money and it would slip through his fingers. He could not figure out why. I taught him this morning routine, particularly the practice of financial accounting meditation. By spending 2 minutes every morning looking at his money situation consciously, he started to notice patterns. He saw that he was spending hundreds of dollars a month on subscriptions he was not using. He was eating out constantly without thinking about it. He was making impulsive purchases whenever he felt stressed. These behaviors had always been there, but he was not conscious of them. Once he became conscious through this morning routine, he could choose to change them. Within 6 months, Marcus had cut his spending in half and was able to save $20,000. He was not earning more money. He was just being more intentional with the money he already had. That is the power of consciousness. Now, I want to address a question that comes up whenever I teach this. What if I do not believe in this? What if this seems too simple or too spiritual for me? I would say 2 things. First, even if you do not believe in the spiritual aspects, the psychology is sound. Neuroscience has proven that gratitude lowers stress. Vision casting activates the reticular activating system. Affirmations literally rewire neural pathways, and awareness increases performance across every domain of life. So, even if you approach this from a purely scientific angle, it works. Second, I would suggest you simply try it for 30 days. Give it 30 days and measure the results. Track how you feel. Track your financial situation. Track your income. Track your mood and energy. See what happens. Let the evidence speak for itself. The reason this morning routine works is because it addresses the root cause of financial struggle, a misaligned mind. Most people are trying to build wealth with the wrong internal programming. They are trying to make money while carrying beliefs about scarcity, unworthiness, and limitation. It is like trying to drive a car while pushing on the brakes. You might move forward a little bit, but you are working against yourself the whole time. This morning routine removes the brakes. It aligns your inner world with your outer goals. It puts you in the optimal state of mind to recognize and seize financial opportunities. The most important thing to understand is that this is not magic. This is mechanics. There are spiritual and psychological mechanics that govern how wealth flows into your life. When you understand these mechanics and you work with them, wealth becomes natural. When you work against them, struggle becomes inevitable. This morning routine is how you work with these mechanics instead of against them. That is why it is so transformative. As you implement this morning routine, keep in mind that it is not a one-time event. It is a practice. It is something you do every single morning for the rest of your life. Not until you get rich, not until you feel confident. For the rest of your life. The wealthiest people in the world all have morning routines. Warren Buffett has one. Oprah has one. Every single person who has built significant wealth has a morning practice. They understand that the first few minutes of your day set the trajectory for everything that follows. You are making an investment in yourself every single morning when you do this practice. You are paying yourself first with your time and your intention before you pay anyone else. In the Torah Millionaire Business School, we go much deeper into how to apply these principles to actual business building, investing, and wealth creation. Phase 1 covers the mindset foundation. Phase 2 covers how to actually earn money and build multiple income streams. Phase 3 covers how to invest that money and create passive income. But none of it works if you do not have the morning routine as your foundation. That is why I am sharing this with you today. Get the foundation right first. Then everything else builds naturally on top of it. Check out billionairerabbi.com/school and join us in the complete program. Start this morning routine tomorrow, not next week, not next month, tomorrow. When you wake up, before your feet hit the ground, before you check your phone, practice gratitude for 3 minutes, cast your vision for 2 minutes, speak your abundance affirmations for 2 minutes, do your financial accounting meditation for 2 minutes, commit to one small action for 1 minute. That is 12 minutes. 12 minutes to transform your entire financial reality. I believe in you. I believe that you have the capacity to build genuine, lasting wealth. I believe that you are worthy of financial freedom. I believe that this morning routine will change your life. If you are ready to take everything we have discussed today and turn it into a real system for your life, I want to invite you to join the Torah Millionaire Business School at billionairerabbi.com/school. This is where we take these principles and build them into a complete, step-by-step program that has helped hundreds of people transform their financial lives. The link is in the comments and in the description below. Do not wait. Start today. Shalom.